Well, it's official. The new patch is out, and apparently an all-fresh UI and matchday experience is in there. We'll see about that. Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2026 and another part of the Journeyman with Macclesfield. Today we are back with two matches in the league, one against Scarborough and one against Radcliffe. It's fair to say things have gone a little bit awry for us over the last few matches, struggling to find a bit of a tactical identity, and yeah, well, we're actually playing better than we were at the start of the season, but now not getting the results. So it's quite frustrating, really. But thank you very much for the support on the series so far. It honestly does mean the world. Everybody getting involved down in the comment section, I really do appreciate it. I am seeing them every single day. You know, I'm on YouTube Studio every 5 minutes, reading comments. I will, over the weekend, be replying to the vast majority of them. So thank you for the start of this FM journey. I am going to catch up with the shorts as well this weekend and make sure that they're all up to date as well. So yeah, it's just been amazing. So if you are new here, thank you and welcome. And I really hope you enjoy your stay here for not just Football Manager, but all things sports gaming. Really looking forward to seeing where this journeyman takes us. But without further ado, let's have a little look at how we've got on since the last episode, which of course was that 1-1 draw against Bedford. We lost 1-0 to Peterborough Sports away from home. Disappointing result, that one. They scored early on and we never managed to get back into it. We did manage to stop the rot, if you like, of 3 games without a win, with a victory against Telford United, 2-1. Damani Mella and a own goal got us over the line in that one. We also went through to the next round of the FA Trophy, beating Worksop 3-2, just about. We were 2-0 up through goals by Danny Elliott, but Damani Mella got us a late one after they got 2 goals back and got it back to 2s each. We then drew 2-2 with Kings Lynn Town. We were 1-0 up for a long time in that match. Danny Elliott scoring again in that one, but they had 2 goals and it looked like they were about to win it before Jahil Saidi managed to get a 93rd minute equaliser to get us an extra point. And then most recently we lost 1-0 to AFC Fylde, meaning that currently we are in 7th position in the National League North, 31 points from 19 games, still in a very strong position compared to perhaps where we thought we might be. I do just think we need to get back on it in terms of winning football matches, and yeah, hopefully we can do that very, very soon. South Shields and Darlington doing it up for the North East. At the top there, Spennymoor are up there as well. So very nice to see so many northeastern clubs up there. But we want to join them too. Well above the relegation zone and comfortably within that top half expectation zone. Although if we keep playing badly, then we may well end up dropping out of that top half. So we'll just have to see how that goes. We have managed to bring in a couple of new sign-ins. Lots of players have joined for the youth team, so you've got to be careful of who those are. Most of these guys are youth sign-ins, but this guy is one that we have brought in, Ajani Birchall, a 21-year-old Bermudan international, I think. Yes, Bermuda. And he's pretty good. As you can see, we're using the new patch. We've updated the attribute colours and everything, so hopefully you enjoy looking at that. He is a very good left winger, and he's already come in and got an assist, so I'm hoping that he is going to be a massive improvement for us going forward. You'll get to see him today. He's 4-star ability, 5-star potential, already a good National League player, so in theory should be absolutely tearing it up. We are just going to have to see if we can get it going with the tactic, which we have completely changed now. We are going completely the other way with it. It's an interesting tactic, trying to retain possession, playing 3 at the back, and basically when we're in possession, just trying to make the most of it and score goals is essentially what we're looking for. We are going to play him as an inside forward now, I think, because looking at his stats, I think that does lend itself very nicely to it. Buckley Ricketts can remain as a winger. When we're out of possession, it sort of comes back down to a Christmas tree, such formation there. We've got the wingers coming back, tracking back as well. 2 defensive midfielders in there. You know what? It hasn't been working out too terribly for us, and I think as we get more and more familiar to this tactic, we should hopefully see some results. However, we are in a little bit of trouble of squad depth. We don't have enough defenders. So I'm going to have to play Matheson in central defence today, which could be an issue. But at non-league, you don't really see those issues as much because sort of everybody has a go everywhere, it feels like. But yeah, quick look at squad performances before we get into today's match. Top goal scorer is still Damani Mella with 13, but Danny Elliott is catching up now. He's got 7 and 3 for Josh Kay as well. Top assists is Isaac Buckley Ricketts with 5, 4 each for Danny Elliott and Luke Duffy. And top average rated is a 7.29 for Rolling Menayes and Damani Mella and Danny Elliott up in the 7s as well as Lewis Fensom. Okay, right. Let's get into the match then, I suppose. This is the team for today. We've got Matt Durnley starting in goal. I think it's Max Durnley starting in goal. With Matheson, Dawson and Menayes in defence. Kay and Sadie are our midfielders with Buckley Ricketts, Doyle and Birchall starting behind Mella and Elliott up top. So Doyle is one of our youth players. He's come in and he's done an okay job so far this season. Certainly in the FA Trophy, he was very, very good. So we'll keep going with him. We'll keep trying. I am trying to sign James Wilson to be our new star striker. This would be an incredible signing. Former Premier League striker. I am going to try my best to get him signed, and then I can move Damani Mella back to attacking midfield, and then all of a sudden we're starting to look like a pretty solid team. So let's get ourselves into it then. Scarborough Athletic are the team we're taking on. They are very close to us in the league. I think they're one place above us, perhaps. Up in 6th. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We're going to be playing on 1.5 speed as well, which is one of the new things from the new patch. So let's get ourselves into it. Here we go. And it looks like a pretty crazy formation on that screen. It does show the sort of in-possession tactics. They look a lot more normal, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Scarborough are in 6th. I can't remember who else we're playing today. But it's a big one. You know, as I say, we are struggling for results at the moment, even though I think our performances have been pretty decent. We've been holding on to possession a lot more, and I think actually we've looked a lot better for it. We just need to actually start scoring. And here we go now with Danny Elliott with a chance to whip it into the middle. Doesn't get there. Somehow they've kept the ball in and not given away the corner. Now, can we defend this ball well? No, we can't. Here's Walker with the shot, and it is saved by Durnley, cleared away by Menayes, I think that was. Yeah, it looks like maybe you can click the players now, which is nice to see. That was something we weren't able to do before. We'll investigate that in a minute. But yeah, I think it was Sadie actually that got it, but wow, we're only 15 minutes into the game. It felt like that this first half was flying by. Darlow, top of the league as it stands, with their 2-0 victory over Bedford. Let's expand that up. Yeah, I don't know who else we're playing today. Who are we playing? Radcliffe, is it? Yeah. I don't know. I've no idea. Right, anyway, here's Waldron on the right-hand side. What can he do with it? Waldron's still going. Oh, they're booing. They're booing all of a sudden. Buckley Ricketts gets there, which is fantastic to see. Here's Danny Elliott now on the ball. Danny Elliott still going. Danny Elliott with a shot, and what a brilliant goal that is from Danny Elliott. That is what we needed, wasn't it? Excellent individual effort. And as I say, since we've went to this tactic, he seems to have come into his own, which I think is really important because we were saying he's just not contributing enough. But that's the sort of finish that you expect from a quality striker like Danny Elliott. And it's Macclesfield 1, Scarborough 0. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's hope that we can keep that going. Here's Josh Kay. All the way back to Max Sternley. Finds Matheson now to Buckley Ricketts. Still Buckley Ricketts. Gets it forward to Mella now. Mella with a chance to whip it in. And Danny Elliott will be waiting in the middle. Header forward. Oh, it's a penalty, Jeff. It's a penalty, Jeff. And Will Thornton, I think, handling the ball, hander guard and all of that. And it is going to be Danny Elliott that steps up. And he scores! Come on, that is what we needed. Dispatches the spot kick. And it's 2-0. Straight down the middle he went. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely. And that's his 9th goal of the season now. And we're 2-0 up at half-time. Exactly the sort of match that we need, isn't it? And against a team close with us in the league, I think that this would be a very, very important result. Saying that they're capable of even better, I think hopefully will mean they don't get too cocky, because that is something I've been guilty of, is overpraising them at half-time and then in the second half coming undone. We'll see how it goes today. Here's Colville. Finds Walker. Waldron. Here's Maloney. And we've won it back though. And here's Doyle. Gets it forward now. And here's Elliott. Gets it to Birchall. Yes! And it's a Johnny Birchall, the new signing. Playing as an inside forward for the first time. And he's popped that into the back of the net beautifully. And it was a nice little through ball from Danny Elliott, who... yeah, he's having a stormer of a game, isn't he? But this is by far the best we have looked all season. Maybe finally we're finding something. Absolutely brilliant. Right, 3-0. Come on. Hopefully we should win now. He says. Yeah, we've got the XG story tied up, haven't we? As Johnny Birchall again, cutting inside, loses it. Doesn't feel like that's the end of the highlight for us, though, although it is Scarborough that are coming down the other end, which is a bit surprising when it started with Birchall on the outside of the area. Good header, but it does miss, and Max Sternley breathes a sigh of relief. Okay, here's Maloney with the corner kick into the middle, and Durnley punches it away. And there's Gibson Booth. Oh, it's off the bar, and wow, Colville should have scored there. Okay, I think we probably need to bring on a couple of replacements. Regan Griffiths is going to come on for Josh Kay, who's looking quite tired. Sadie is going to come off for Dworzak. And Menayes is looking tired as well. But we don't really have anybody that can go there. Right. McLeod is going to come on for Danny Doyle, and we're going to move Mella there. Possession. Cloud. Yeah, that all looks good. That's fine. Right. So, giving McLeod a little chance and seeing what he can do. But we don't want him as an attacking midfielder. Here's Menayes. Gets it to Matheson now, who's had a decent game at centre-back, considering he's a right wing-back. But here's McLeod with a chance. Gets it to Dwozak. Here's McLeod, and he scores. Well. Wasn't expecting that. That is brilliant. Just come onto the pitch, and two of the players that we've brought on, Dwozak and McLeod, linking up. And that's a good finish from McLeod, and just gives us a little option up top, doesn't it? I just seen his attributes, and I don't know whether it's the colours, you know, sort of making it more obvious, but he looked like a decent player. I'll show you in a minute what he's looking like, but yeah, here's Green with a shot, and that's wide. But what a thumping victory this has been. I'm assuming they're not going to come back from 4-0 down with 20 minutes to go, although I've seen crazier things happen in Football Manager. But it doesn't feel like that's the way this match is going. But yeah, it's nice that we can now click and see who the players are. That is really, really useful. Big improvement on this patch so far. I did do all of the sort of playing in between on the new patch. So straight after yesterday's episode, I went on to the beta version, and obviously it's been released for everybody now. Well, where did that pedo Jeff come from? Didn't even hear the whistle go. Right, Walker steps up. Can Burnley save it? No, he can't. Shame. It is a shame, because it would have been nice to have a clean sheet. But long highlights always end in goals, and so the prophecy is proven. But yeah, I'll show you McLeod in a minute when this is over. Oh dear, it hits the post. Wow, offside, I think. Yeah, that was lucky, wasn't it? Right, where is he? Is it there? There you go. Look at his attributes. Pretty decent, aren't they? Finishing 13, dribbling 12. Seems a lot better than his scout report, at least. So, yeah, we'll give him some chances. Now, I said surely they can't come back from 4-0 down. They can probably come back from 4-2 down. This is starting to get a little bit concerning now. Good corner. Thumping header there. That's 4-2. Is that 6 minutes at a time? 5 minutes at a time? Still find that very hard to read. I think we've done it. And there goes the full-time whistle. 3 points in the bag. Got to be happy with that. So, well done, everybody. Good win for us, and a much-needed win as well. And that takes us back up into 6th place in the league. This screen seems new. I quite like this one. But yeah, really, really awesome. And hopefully we're in a good place for our next match, which of course is against Radcliffe, of all people. Where are Radcliffe in the league? Quick look. They are 21st, so we should absolutely be beating them. I'm not sure that we will, but we will give it our best shot that we can. Okay, a few changes then for this match. We've brought back in Fensom into central defence. We've brought Damani Mella back to the attacking midfield role. Danny Elliott switches to the right striker, and Ethan McLeod comes in after his goal-scoring performance last time out. We have put in an offer for Freddie Ladapo. He has come in on trial, a former Premier League striker with Ipswich, and has scored goals at Football League level. He is only 32, so I feel he's possibly got half a season in him to be a rotation striker. I'm a bit worried about his attributes, but he does have goal scoring pedigree, so I do feel like he could be somebody that we can bring in and hopefully nurture. But yeah, other than that, everything remains the same. So let's get into it and hope that we can grab ourselves another 3 points. That would be absolutely amazing after such a tough time recently. If we can go into this match and come out with 3 points, I'd be absolutely delighted. So let's get into it then. Taking on Radcliffe. Anybody that we recognise in there? It goes too quickly, doesn't it? But Radcliffe, as I say, down in the relegation zone. So definitely somebody that we should be aiming to beat. Again, whether or not we will, that's another matter entirely. But yeah, feel confident now after that 4-1, 4-2 victory over Scarborough. It's such a solid team, and we played so well for such large parts of that match. So I'm hoping that we can do something similar here. But here come Radcliffe forward, and here's Glendon. Great save from Durnley there. It would be nice to attract more fans into the stadium than what we are getting. Yeah, attendance 2,743. I do think, you know, information like that is just so much better displayed than it ever was. I do think they have made some big improvements in some areas in this game. As much as other things are fiddly and not very intuitive, I do like the presentation style, if you like, of the game. Here's Birchall with a great chance. That's another penalty, Jeff. Well. 2 in one episode. Can Danny Elliott convert another one? It's going to be close, this, isn't it? Danny Elliott steps up, and that is a brilliant penalty. Bottom left corner. And it puts us 1-0 up, and slightly against the run of play, to be honest. Number 10 of the season for Danny Elliott. He's not that far behind the top scorer ranking. 14, I think, is the top scorer. Sent the keeper the wrong way, though, and makes it 1-0 to the mighty Silkman. Absolutely brilliant. Right, here's Max Durnley with the ball. Can we build from the back here? As I say, we're looking more and more comfortable now with this control and possession malarkey rather than just trying to boot it up the pitch. Here's Ethan McLeod, though. Good run from him. Still going, Ethan McLeod. Good save from Hewitt in goal. But wow. McLeod had a hell of a run there, didn't he? Right, quick look at the table then. And that moves us still 6th place. A lot more comfortable than we were before. Whipped into the middle. Corners are our weakness. And here's Taylor. Long shots are also a weakness. And David Ball puts it into the back of the net. And yeah, it feels deserved for Radcliffe, to be honest. Glendon whipped it in. And yeah, we do struggle with those defensive set pieces and the amount of space that we leave players on the outside of the area. Excellent finish. Durnley will be disappointed. But it is what it is. 1-1, and we'll just have to make sure that we come back at them here. Buckley Ricketts having a poor game. Mella having a poor game as well. That is a shame. Right, here's Hewitt. Is it Hewitt or Hewelt? Elliott gets it to Mella, now to Sadie. Birchall. Birchall on this left-hand side. Go on, son. Birchall gets it to Ethan McLeod, who goes for it. And I tell you what, that wasn't far away. He is having a decent game out there, is Mr. McLeod. And it's half-time. Still 1-1. Try and fire up the midfield a little bit. Let's get into it. Give them 15 minutes as we always do, and then we'll possibly change the mentality, change the personnel, get a cap triple on. That's how we can change the game now. Fensom having a good return. Sadie playing well, and that's good to see because not many of our signings have done that well, to be honest. So it's nice that one of them is going well. Here's Mella on the ball, gets it to Kay. Here's Birchall, finds McLeod. Birchall again. Here's Sadie, gets it forward. Mella into the middle. Danny Elliott scores. That is what we're talking about. And Damani Mella finally gets involved in the game. And that was a lovely header, wasn't it? Back across the face of the box. And Danny Elliott with a fabulous finish. And he makes it 2-1. Much needed goal there. Right. Come on then. Here's Roscoe. Gets it to Thornley. Roscoe again. Whitehall. That's forward. Headed by Mayonnaise. Birchall gets it forward to McLeod, who's in again. Ethan McLeod. Bit of a shame that he couldn't put that in the back of the net. But that's why I feel we just need a bit of competition up top. Some more goals if we can. Yeah, I think Buckley Ricketts needs to come off. I'm thinking Doyle. Maybe doing something like that. That works for me. And Dworzak coming on for Josh Kay. I think that's a good move. Yeah. Everything else we will stick with for now. Dworzak, again, has been a decent player. And it's been nice to have the skipper, Paul Dawson, in the centre of that defence over the last few matches. We definitely do need a couple of defensive reinforcements. We've got about 6 right backs in the under-18 squad, so maybe move one of them up. Mella gets it in, and that was a great chance. And I think it was possibly Doyle with the ball on his boot, but yeah, it doesn't go in. Menezes finds Dawson. Menezes still going. Gets it to Birchall now. McLeod. Here's Birchall. Birchall forward to McLeod again. Can he get it back in? He can. And I think it was Danny Doyle again who just can't get the ball in the back of the net, but he's getting himself into those areas. Which says something about him. He is a young player with a lot to learn, but maybe a couple of goals here and there will really set him off. Here's Fenson. Long highlights usually end in goals. Here's Mella. Brilliant cross towards Elliott, but it is headed away. We win it back though. Mayonnaise gets it forward. Headed away again, and now it's Radcliffe on the attack, and this, well, that could have been a disaster, couldn't it? McLeod now on a 7.2. He is having a really good game out there, and he's had a great episode, to be fair to him. Really good stuff from him. And he's possibly cemented his place in the team a little bit after he sort of got forgotten about. Just because we'd brought in Kunda, hadn't we? I have released him. Now he was on a non-contract. Here's Elliott now cleared away. And here's ball. This is a great chance for Radcliffe. Oh, wow. Well, that is not what we wanted and not what we deserve, I think, from this episode. Certainly in the second half, we have played brilliantly. But I don't think we're going to get another chance, are we? Right at the death, we would like a chance, but 2-2 draw. And once again, it's our defence, isn't it, that's letting us down now. Because we don't have a defence anymore. But that is a shame. 2 drop points in that match. But I guess we've got to take the positives from today of that we have played a lot better and have looked a lot more like our old self as we reach the halfway mark of the season, pretty much. Wow, Bruno Fernandes playing for Hereford. Oh, he's on loan from Sheffield Wednesday, I think. How many goals has he scored this season? 4 in 7. I wish we'd spotted Bruno Fernandes. That's cheating. They can't play him. Oh dear. Right, 7th place in the league. It's looking okay for now. But yeah, it's a long time since we had that perfect start, isn't it? Of 5 victories, 5 clean sheets. We have struggled a little bit since then. But I guess if you look at our last 6 matches, 3 wins, 2 draws, we're on the up. We are on the up. Right. When are we going to come back? That is the question. Let's come back in January. Let's come back for Darlow and Kidderminster, two Journeyman alumni, and see if we can get a bit of revenge over Darlow in that episode. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.